That's I hope my answer is that, you know, we do listen to you, and we've done so before. I hope you guys see this. You see a new poll: 100% against, 46 voted. All right, 49.
Okay, I think we know where this is going.
Okay, so all right. Christy, get banned. Ban Christy quickly. Quickly.
Well, I don't think 100% of people ever agreed on anything we've done. So if we repeal this, Greg, we can actually have everybody like us.
See, you guys, this is our PR move. See, we bring in a ridiculous rule, and then we, you know, we take it away. I'm kidding, of course. Okay, so don't worry, we will look into it. All right. We will. 100% against. No, only 77% voted. I think that this is not a valid poll unless we get 79% of people voting. Currently it's 77, so sorry guys. 80%. Damn it.
Oh, one person's for.
One person's for. Probably me. No, I didn't vote. Okay,
yeah.
So you know what, guys? If we can just put this issue aside, we hear your views. Let's get to some other questions. We're coming to the close of the meeting, and I know some of you have other things to do. So, you know, why don't we just no more comments on this? We understand what you guys are saying. Let's address it separately from this meeting. Okay.
Okay.
We don't want to spend all the time on this. All right, what will be the next question?
Okay, next question. Could you extend beginner protection for players who are active? No change for players who have obviously quit.
Interesting. Yeah.
This is Rachel asking this question.
Rachel, where is Rachel? Rachel, do you have? If you'd like to elaborate on this, can you raise your hand? Because it's hard to see you and all these participants. Rachel?
Or you can actually just add more to the question.
Okay, Rachel, did you want to elaborate on this? By how long would you mean? Rachel Hopkins, you're online. Oh, I don't think she has a mic. Okay, the answer is yes. We could raise the protection. Again, if you guys want to discuss it on the forum and figure out what would be the good number, we'd love to, in fact, raise it so that new players are not taken out so early. So by all means, just the only thing is that when you say to raise it, one person may have an idea by a day, another person may think by a month. So if there is a particular consensus, we'd definitely like to implement it.
Okay, next question. Can we get village profiles? I usually have 4 or 5 different village settings with various building levels. Can we just automatically set it and let the village build itself based on our village preferences? It's a great question about putting in some automation into the game.
Yeah, that would be great. We thought about it many times. We ran into some issues, but the mass upgrade features were implemented instead of this. In fact, what you're saying, but a couple of ideas came up where this would be possible to do. Definitely love to bring that on. Again, if you can create a user voice suggestion and you get people to vote on it, we'll get to it. You know, we do use the user voice. Some people have said that we don't care, and that's not true. We do actually look at it and prioritize based on that heavily. So by all means, please suggest it on user voice. I think it would be a great feature personally. What will be next, Mark?
Okay, can we have a 60 by 60 or 80 by 80 map?
We have by 45 by 45, right?
That's right.
We always worried about load times and such. Why not? I suppose we could make it larger. We would have to. It would take some work because it wouldn't fit in space. But I think, especially if we pop outside of the frame, we could do that. Yeah, we could. Definitely. Like I said, for all these things, do make a suggestion because the easiest way for us to prioritize our work if we see who's voting on what. All right. We see a couple of people have their hand raised, but we want to go through a few questions before we get to
another question. This is about the row mapper tool, whether it could be hosted off a separate server as opposed to be a download. So I guess this would be some sort of, it would actually be a web application in that case, running off the server. And the question is whether this would be too costly of a venture. I think you already touched on this, Greg, but maybe you can just...
So sorry, I kind of missed the
sorry, yeah. So
I don't have it in front of me, so I can't see it. Read it.
Right, so this is the question, could the role mapper tool be hosted off a separate server as opposed to download to the individual computer?
Hosted on a separate server as downloadable to your computer. You need to have those files on your computer to be able to map it.
Right.
And it's the most efficient way of doing it. Once you download, it's a very small download, it's a zip file. Otherwise you have to bring it, it's actually faster to download even though it takes that one moment of time.
That's right. And I guess that the reason is that you're actually now viewing a realm with, tens of thousands of villages, which if it was on a web application would, strain, you'd be using a lot of bandwidth to view that.
Yeah, there are technical issues to implement it. It's not impossible, but it's not easy, unfortunately.
Okay, let's see.
By the way, before we go, I know we're coming to the end of scheduled time. We have another half an hour that we can definitely be with you guys and talk more, go through more of your questions. If any of you have to go, just obviously, thank you for your time, and you can just disconnect. But we'll just keep it going to about 5:30 our time for next half an hour if there is interest.
Okay, next question. Will you let Realm X play out instead of ending it in 9 days?
I guess any realm, right? Any new Realm X, we will bring, we'll make it as long as you guys want it, right?
Well, this is for the specific Realm X. We made a decision that it's going to end in 9 days.
Oh, the current one?
Yes.
Well, the current one, I think we're just ending. There's no point changing it now. I mean,
Yeah,
everybody knows it's ending, so we don't want to change it. But future Realm X's, yeah, we could have them longer, definitely. Again, you guys have to come up with a list of features, and if there is a consensus, then we'll implement it as is, as you guys want it.
Okay. And actually, I just want to add the original, I guess, idea behind these tournament realms was that they wouldn't be limited. I know that Realm X has been running, the latest version has been running for, I think it's been several months now, 3 or 4 months, Greg? So
yeah.
I believe since May, but I could be wrong. Anyway, so it's definitely been around for a while. We did give notice. It was a several weeks notice. Unfortunately, this is just the nature of the realm because this is what people wanted, right? They wanted an end game. So I know that some people would love it if it continues. Most people actually want it to end. So this is just an arbitrary date that we had to suggest, and we have to stick with it for now.